Hey guys, Alex here from Business and Fitness. This is just a real quick video that I wanted to address something that a few of my friends in business have been hitting me up about that remind me of when I started 4 years ago, which is worrying about your competitors. But don't invest so much time that it makes you worried or paranoid about what other people are doing. At the end of the day, you can only control what you do. You can definitely draw inspiration and take the good, the positive things from other people's business models and incorporate them into your own. But don't hawk other people. Don't invest too much time into what other people are doing and let it negatively affect you, because it will show up in your work. It will lead to stress. And ultimately, the only person that is winning is the competitor. You've wasted hours or days or weeks or months or whatever it is. I know people invest years worrying about what the other people are doing, and they never focus on putting the time and effort into building their own model or improving on their model. So that's something I think is really important. A lot of people in the fitness and supplement industry look at what other people are doing and go, oh shit, now they've done this, we may as well forget about it. Or, oh, they took my idea, or this and that. Influence is drawn from everything all the time. Almost nothing is original these days. Everything has stemmed from something. And it's okay to acknowledge and give credit where it's due, but don't focus too much on what other people are doing. Invest time into what you're doing. That's what you can control. And ultimately, you want to be the leader. The more you look at other people, the more you even subliminally and subconsciously draw inspiration from them and become more like them than you intend to. If you can kind of, get that narrow tunnel vision going and just really focus on what you want to do, you'll find your creativity and individuality in terms of product and customer service really separate you from the pack. And that's something that I think you learn over time. It's almost impossible not to look at your competitors, especially when you're doing business models and SWOT analysis and stuff like that initially. But yeah, I mean, people in far more successful positions than me have always said that. He goes, you can't worry about what other people are doing, because then you stop focusing on what you're doing. And I mean, that's the bare basics of it. Another thing that I think is probably paramount and more important than anything is to stop making excuses. I can't do this because I don't have the money, or I can't go into that location because there's already 5 of those stores and they have market share. As soon as you start saying you can't, you totally can't. You need to put yourself in a position or give yourself a clean slate. It's really social media's fault with all these people throwing up bullshit that they've got, or leased cars or whatever it is. It's such mumbo fucking jumbo. And being in the fitness industry, ego controls like 90% of the way this industry goes, especially at expos and stuff. Over the last couple of months, I've had a couple of stores, one in Egypt and one in Cyprus, open up, or I don't really know how long they've been open for, completely running under my own name, using my signage, just blatantly copywriting everything. So much of this industry is perception, and my kind of advice for people trying to get into this industry is not to be intimidated by those already doing so well. Drawing inspiration from them is definitely something. The best kind of path to success, I think, is looking at companies or CEOs or whoever that are where you want to be and working your way backwards to where they started. You will find that 99% of those CEOs have completely different stories. Some started with money, some didn't. Some started with struggle. Some had it handed to them and then went bankrupt and then started again. Some had a problem they needed solving, and then solving that problem ended up being a new business. Everyone is different. Everyone has a different way. It's just like in the gym. Some people can train and eat 8,000 calories a day and stay lean. Other people need to diet and do cardio and Stairmasters and blah, 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 blah. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Accept that you're an individual and that your route to success or your career path and the steps to get there will be different. And as soon as you start accepting those facts rather than trying to deny them, things will start to kind of work for you, or at least present themselves to you. The harder you work, the luckier you get, and that's for sure. That is one thing I am absolutely positive for. The good vibes you put out to people and the aura that you bring comes full circle. The hardest part about starting a business is the overwhelming amount of work that you feel like you need to do, and the planning and stuff like that. The best thing I think, in my opinion, that you can do is write down with a piece of paper or on your Excel sheet or whatever, write down a step-by-step from the beginning of every single item, every single task, every single assignment that you need to get done to get you to that ultimate goal. The ultimate goal may be 500 of those steps away, but the point is it's progression. when you get to the 10th step, you're 10 steps closer to that goal than you were a month ago. It may take you years, it may take you months, it may take you weeks, depending on how productive you want to be and how good your work ethic is. If you're one of the people in the morning that wakes up and feels like shit and still goes to work and gets the job done because the job needs to be done, you will excel and get further in life, faster in life than anyone else. If you're the type of person that makes if you're the type of person that makes excuses, thinks the world owes them something, thinks everything's against them, and that luck is never going to come their way, that's the negative kind of attitude that's going to cycle through your brain, and you're probably right. Things won't happen for you. You need to stop thinking and hoping, this wishful thinking that something great is going to come out of the woodworks and present itself to you and the opportunity will just be there. Nothing comes for free. You need to work your ass off to make it happen. And even then, you might be dragging your idea through the mud. It might take forever to get happening. It's all about persistency and passion. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how good or how much work ethic you have. If you're not passionate about something, it will get to a point where it is too hard and overwhelming and you will give up. However, if you have the passion, you will push through, because no matter what, no matter if the money's bad or the lifestyle's bad, you are that passionate about that dream, that idea, that nothing is going to stop you from achieving it. You will eventually achieve it. Nothing comes easy. If building businesses and being successful was easy, every second guy, every man and his dog would be successful, and we'd all be bragging about it, and it wouldn't even be a thing anymore. You wouldn't be called successful, you'd be called normal. And, you know,